times throughout the body. He's in critical condition.
He got shot 38 times. Oh Lord.
On the door.
Over 100 shots rained out.
They put real leather on that boy.
After he decided to taunt a local rapper, flashing a stolen chain that didn't belong to him. He'll later pay that price with his life. Today we break down what really.
What do you get from flashing a nigga stolen chain? Like what? Oh, you tough now? You bulletproof now? Hold on.
Where and how this
Thought he was.
situation spanned from flexing on Instagram to real life street retaliation. Look, I don't care what nobody tell you. It ain't no such thing as being 1 foot in and 1 foot out when it comes to these streets. An experience
At all.
a long life, whether it's 1 foot in or 2 feet in.
Your expiration day on the way, my boy.
You might get a 5-year run on a good street, but after that it's over. You throwing your life away for temporary fame, fast money, and false love. Is it worth it? 9 times out of 10, they'll tell you no. But the ones in the streets will tell you yes. It's on you. Take it from somebody who really came from it. Making a full transition was the best move I ever made in my life. We look back at these youngins with racks, 40,000 on them in these stories, and they only wanted their lives. Posted in the best hotels, dealing with the prettiest girls in the city. But that lifestyle comes with 2 sides. One way, you might shine for the moment. The other way, you gotta keep looking over your shoulders every day.
Y'all hear that? You gonna shine for the moment. Like we admit you gonna shine for the moment though. But what about that long run? Hold on.
In today's story, we got a situation where a man was gunned down after taunting a local rapper, flashing his chain that was allegedly taken from him by this man and his crew on camera. We're gonna go over the facts, the timeline, in chronological order. And I want y'all to really think, at the end of the day, is the streets really worth it? But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Now fam, if you've been paying attention, you can see Philly turning into one of the realest and deadliest music scenes in America right now. It's no longer about the talents or lyrics. It's about
Philly been on one.
Every chain, every video drop could be the difference between a come up or a coffin. And while most people remember Philly for Meek Mill and the Dream Chasers era, today's generation running the city got a whole new sound. Raw, disrespectful, and dangerously close to real life beef. But behind all that, there's pain, poverty, and pressure. Let's talk about it. You see, Philly don't sound exactly like New York or Chicago. It got its own rhythm, a mix of pain and pressure. They still use those slider 808s and dark bass line, but the flow, that's Philly soul mixed with street trauma. A lot of these young artists, they ain't making music for fame. They making music for survival. They rapping about who got hit, what block they from, and how they trying to feed their mom off rap before they end up in the same cycle. Now at one point in time, it was artists like AI Ab, Skinny Meat, OBH, who we even covered in a video a couple years ago, which is crazy enough to say that Skinny Meat is the alleged uncle of the young man who had his chain took.
Y'all know who he is. This is my little brother, Skinny Notorious. The notorious Skinny Meat. That boy about 130 pounds of horror. I know this for a fact, man. That's what I like about Skinny Meat music, man. It's just raw. It's like reality rap. I feel. Skinny Me will go through a situation, and guess what? It's gonna be in the song. He's gonna make a song about it the same day. So I know that's why I feel it so much. I know it. When he said I killed the nigga and I did that, I seen him do it. When he said somebody try to
Hold on, why you snitching on folks? Whoa, fat boy. You gotta chill out, fat boy.
drop on me, not wrestling my foot. Man. And I seen him.
Dang, he telling with subtitles. Hold on, that's different.
He got his own slang. That's what I like about him. He got his own slang. He got a crazy way of thinking.
Damn, nigga still dick riding.
But listen, that shit worked for him. His mind is different than other people's minds. I believe he's gonna make millions of dollars off of Skinny Me.
Fucking money, original black hustle.
Now, of course, we did the video on Skinny Me being arrested for a murder after being on the run. And, of course, we also did a video on AI Ab in 2021 being sentenced to 45 years in federal prison. Fast forward to 2025. Now you can't talk Philly drill without mentioning the late rapper YBC Duel. May he rest in peace, who we once covered. Skrilla, OT7 Kwani, D30, Poundside, Pop, 2 Red, just to name a few. Some of them took the dance route, turning pain into energy. Others, they stuck in that hardcore reality lane. You got movements like Philly Ghosts, turning up the club scene, while the streets still respect cats like Pop for being authentic storytellers. And while most fans see TikTok trends, what's happening behind the music is real tension. Neighborhoods beefing, old crews splitting, and new sets forming every month. And then you got new artists like Fadi Go. Some say A man that don't really condone the beefing, according to his own account, and don't really claim none of the BS. As mentioned, he's also the nephew of Skinny.
Just like he should.
29th
Shit.
and Jefferson, but he from 16.
You want beef or you want get some money? Nigga, you can pick. Birthday out, I need some good pussy. And the biggest gun, he disrespect.
8 months ago, he had a situation where his chain was allegedly snatched. Now, we'll later hear from him what actually went on, but it was a video floating around on social media. He later confirmed that that video was true after the chain was surfacing online. We'll later break down who was flashing that chain after.
Of course, it gotta be true. If we see the chain, bro, we know that shit too, bro. Ain't no hiding from it.
Check out the video. I can't play this entirety because of YouTube guidelines, but check it out.
Like a shooter! Oh my god! They want that chain so bad! What's going on? Oh my god! That's body good.
Fuck out too. What's going on with you, man? What's
See,
up?
no, I don't do that no more, bro.
What's going on?
Bro, see, it be more so like, I'm like an actor, bro. Like, far as like, I'm just not like, I don't just be talking and all that. Like, I might have a full argument with my friends and my family before I'm gonna sit here and argue with you if I gotta do something to you. Like, it's not even about to go there. I'm gonna say 2 words, or I probably don't say nothing. And then like, you mean, and then like, if you talking about the change situation, bro, how people view it is like, that's why you never see me on the internet like, yeah, this happened on some NBA Youngboy shit. I don't do that, bro. It's the streets. Like, I don't do all that. But that situation, that's all I'm gonna say. A couple things about it, and that's it. But like, the situation is, I would say I was the aggressor in the situation. Yes, from video, it might look like some other shit, like somebody rolled down on me and jumped me and took my chain. No, and then you see after the nigga took the chain, nigga ran. So it was like, it wasn't even no gangster shit. You took my chain and started punching on me. It wasn't one of them drones. Like, it was like, that's how people view it. And then like, people like that don't know and be like, yo, you got your chain took. Anybody can get their chain took. It's like, I'm fighting 4 or 5 people. Like, what do you want me to wear? And I had like 45,000 in my bag. I wasn't even worrying about the chain. I never even felt the shit come off at all. Not 1%. I never, like, when it came off, that's why you didn't see me like, my chain or none of that. I was still wearing my motherfucking bag. I ain't worried about that money. And like I said, I was the aggressor in the situation. Like, yeah, it might, I'm not even gonna explain what happened, but it might look like, yeah, they rolled down on body going. It was never like that. I was the aggressor in the situation. And then I just got the bad and the stick, which is the streets, which I respect the streets. So like,
I love how you say it, cause niggas would have tucked their tail and.
Yeah, no, I be outside every day by myself. So like, it's not like, and I can still go anywhere I want to shoot a video. Still do.
Why you got 45 thou out and you by yourself? No fire. No nothing. That's what you get out there getting jumped by 5 niggas. What you think was finna happen, bruh? You got niggas yearly salary in your back pocket. Come on now.
This shit, bro. I don't really like dwell on that. Like, I never woke up every day like, oh, bro, I know who I am as a person, bro. I ain't no one of them niggas that you just play with, so I ain't never like look at it like how other people probably viewed it or fans. I understand.
It sound like he got his head halfway on straight. Like, as far as a street nigga can have it, bro.
Somebody troll me, I'm saying I love you, laughing at him and all that. Bed off that shit I do, bro. I'm untrollable. You can't troll me because I know who I am as a person. Like, I ain't no soft ass nigga and none of that. And I was the aggressor in the situation. So.
Now, behind the scenes, Fadi Gone had allegedly got retaliation, and it wouldn't play out until months later when another attempt on the same man, but this time he lost his life. Allegedly, the first attempt was back in May. A guy named Drag 4 times was shot at over 30 times in a hotel parking lot on a Wednesday evening. According to police, the shooting happened just before 6 p.m. outside the Courtyard Marriott located on 4100 block of Presidential Boulevard in Winfield Heights. When police initially got there, they saw a GMC Yukon that had been hit with gunfire fleeing the hotel parking lot. Police followed the car as it headed north on City Avenue until it got on a ramp to Interstate 76 West. That's when it rear-ended a Mercedes-Benz that was headed in the same direction. Police said 2 people in that Mercedes who were both in their 40s were taken to the hospital in stable condition. As for the driver of the GMC, police wouldn't identify him. They just said he was 26 years old and he suffered from a graze wound to his abdomen. And for the moment, thank God Drag would escape losing his life. And you would think at that moment, after that experience, some people would try to move on, at least move out the state. That wasn't the case for Drag. Check out the news clip.
Wednesday night, and we begin with developing news. A gunman opens fire on a passenger vehicle in the city's Winfield Heights section not far from our 6 ABC studios on City Avenue. 3 people were injured.
That
The
mustache
suspect is still
wicked,
being sought
boy.
by
Mm,
police.
trim that
National reporter
motherfucker.
Caroline Goggin and her photographer Tom Kelly found themselves in the middle of the chaos, and she joins us live in Whitfield Heights with a witness account. Caroline.
Live from the trenches,
Rick,
looking
we
at
were
me.
actually here in the station parking lot when we heard dozens of shots fired earlier this evening. Just minutes after we headed out of the parking lot to our original story, not knowing
I know Karen can't wait to get out the trenches. She's trying to get this interview over with.
that those shots were fired just down the road from here in a busy area right around rush hour. Almost 40 shell
Look how quick her
casings in
shit
the
was.
parking lot of the Courtyard Marriott
She
in
put up for
Whitfield
5
Avenue
seconds
and
and did.
Presidential Boulevard. Just down the road near the on-ramp to 76 West, this black SUV was riddled with bullet holes.
Very, very lucky with that many shots fired that there was only one shooting victim.
Philadelphia police say this is the aftermath of a shooting that happened just before 6 o'clock tonight on the 4100 block of Presidential Boulevard in Winfield Heights.
That's where police and detectives found the crime scene, which consisted of over 40 spent shell casings.
When police got there, they saw a GMC Yukon that had been hit by gunfire fleeing the hotel parking lot. That SUV drove right past us, with police right behind it, heading north on City Ave until it got to the on-ramp to 76 West.
That's when it rear-ended a Mercedes that was traveling in the same direction.
Police say 2 people in that Mercedes were taken to the hospital in stable condition. Police say a 26-year-old man who was inside this black SUV was found with a graze wound to his abdomen.
He is extremely lucky because the vehicle he was in, this large SUV GMC.
You know how lucky you gotta be to get grazed? Nah, that's insane.
Over 30 times by gunfire.
About 15 bullets went through the windshield, more than 20 through the driver's side door. The 26-year-old, who police believe was the intended target, was taken to...
What dog said 100 shots. How the fuck you miss a whole 100 shots? Man, y'all suck. Y'all trash.
Now they're looking for whoever is responsible.
Now, Drag escaped his first attempt. The second, not so lucky. It was August 26, 2025, Tuesday, at around 1 a.m. More than 30 shots were fired. Police responded to the area of West Rittenhouse and Marion Street. When they arrived, they found Drag, 26 years old, lying on the street with multiple gunshot wounds to his head and body.
Damn, he got in another shootout?
$40,000 and a gun laying next to the victim. May he rest in peace. A level of condolences to his family.
Breaking news this morning, gunfire erupted in Germantown, more than 30 shots fired, killing a man. Police responded to the area of West Rittenhouse and Marion Street.
Damn, they be dumping the whole clip in Philly.
Lying on the street with multiple gunshot wounds to his head and body. Officers also found 4 cell phones and cash lying near the victim. Police say they've recovered at least 35 shell casings, at least 1 man.
Yeah, 4 phones? Yeah.
They're looking at surveillance cameras right now in the area for more clues on a suspect.
Mind you, on Fully Instagram page, just 2 days before he lost his life, he posted Fadi Golden Chain. Quote, the real Fully G. I can definitely show you how to work that stupid, cheap ass chain ain't even worth a 10-pack. Laughing emojis. But in the next post, the same Drag knew he had money on his head, because he had $100 bills writing out, hurry up, ass up. Little did he know.
Little did he know they was finna really do this. This gotta be the most embarrassing shit ever. If you his homies and your homie post something like this, and then he get blown the fuck back, that's a damn shame, boy.